Hi, I'm Jen Kem. I'm the founder of the Mastermind Institute, and here we guide founders, experts, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs like you to build a wildly profitable personal brand from the inside out through the power of team, identity, messaging, and experiences. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how you build a strategy around your big idea so that it can be very successful. So a lot of times, we have this conundrum or this paradox, which I call the vision and the action paradox, okay? And what that means is you hear from a lot of thought leaders and teachers, you need to have a vision, you need to have a vision, you need to have a vision, you need to have a vision board, you need to be able to communicate your vision, blah, 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 right? Then on the other side of it, people go, nothing matters more than execution. Nothing matters more than action. Nothing matters more than actually doing something. Yes? So it's kind of like, ooh, what do I do? Like, don't I need both? The answer is yes, you do need both. But you know what you need even more than that? You need a strategy that actually translate your vision into your action in such a way that what you do actually pays off. Because action by itself without strategy is folly. And vision without strategy is confusion. So today I'm going to share with you a masterful tool I call a Stratagem, which will allow you to take your vision and the actions that you think that you and or other people that you're going to enroll to take and have a better chance of you being able to make sure that idea and that vision comes true in a way that doesn't cost you more money, more time, or more energy needlessly. Does that sound sexy and fun? All right, let's jump into it. So right now I want to share with you a really helpful tool that we use in our company, that we use with our hundreds of clients that helps solve the problem that I just stated. The ability to take your vision and translate the action in a way that actually people want what you have and that they will pay for what you have. So the first step of building the right strategy is asking this question, which was coined by Roger Martin, who is one of the top strategists in the world. He says, you should ask your vision, what would have to be true for that to happen? What would actually have to be true for that to happen? And in order to answer that question, I have a 5-step way for you to determine that. And it's called Get Giddy, Giddy, okay? These are the 5 areas, no matter what size your business is, even when you're in the early stages of your business or you have a brand new idea that you've never launched to the world. There are these 5 areas, Get Giddy, that you need. So let's go into those 5 areas right now. So the first part of Get Giddy is the G, grow the business. Will this idea actually help you grow the business more? And what is the marketing required to grow the business? Because here's the thing, to grow your business, you need marketing and you need sales. Without marketing and sales, you don't actually have a business. A business's job is to create value that people will pay for. So the first question in how will we make this vision turn into action, you ask yourself, does this idea help me grow the business that I have a vision for? The next piece is the I, which is improve financial performance. What that means is how will this particular idea be monetized in a way that will allow, again, my company to thrive. Even if I'm a company of one with one tiny idea, it doesn't matter if, like, let's say you're watching, you're like, hey, I want to build a course to teach what I know, or hey, I want to build a new makeup product that I want to bring to market, or hey, I want to like redesign luggage. I don't know what it is, but the question is how will that improve the financial performance of your life and the business you're building? So that's the second question you're asking in the strategy. The third question is one of the D's, and it's deliver exceptional brand experience. So in the delivery of this idea to the people who would pay you for it, have you thought through how people will experience that product, that idea, that brand, and what will they be saying about it? The next D is discovering new ideas and innovation. So maybe this idea that you have is actually just a new way to think about a current idea. That's awesome, because actually when people already have ideas in the market, you actually just shifting the way somebody looks at an idea is a very lucrative opportunity for you. But what if your idea is completely brand new? It's like this blue ocean idea that, nobody else is doing. In this section of the strategy, you're asking yourself, have other people tried this before? What happened? What didn't work? And maybe there are better people than you that could actually partner with you to actually bring this idea to market. And then finally, why, which is yield better stakeholder results. That sounds like a really important little statement. But what that really means is that when we talk about stakeholders, we're talking about all of your audience, all of your clients, all of the people who actually use this idea, this product, this brand. And so you want to put there, what are ways that they're going to get results that then allow you to actually go back to the first letter, which is G, to grow the business. So getting giddy is about you asking yourself from a vision perspective, does my idea hit all these marks? And if they do, then you're ready to put and assign action to them, which is going to be in a future video. Like, how do you actually assign action to these things? Ultimately, you're just asking yourself, does your new idea fit into one of these categories and how? And it's all housed in this tool that I call a stratagem. So what I just did with you is I actually taught you how to build a stratagem, how to actually look at your vision and how to strategize it so that you can assign actions to each one of those categories. So now let's take that into a practical scenario, because I know, again, this feels like theory, but you actually doing and answering the questions that I just laid out for you actually helps you now take that stratagem, literally, it's just a Google Doc, and it's you asking those questions in the Get Giddy framework, and then you being able to go, how will we market and sell this idea to others? Because strategy is about getting people to want what you have. Ultimately, that's what strategy's job is. It's to help you get people to want what you have. And when you have a solid strategy, it allows you, again, to not have wasteful activity. So let me give you an example of how using a stratagem has helped me help other clients communicate strategy, not just to their audience, but to internal team members, to other unicorns, to help them do the right actions. This brings me back to a time when I was helping a client, actually a quite famous one, which we can't name because of non-disclosure agreements, but she was actually putting on an incredible event for her audience. She is a New York Times bestselling author. She has built a multi-seven-figure business, helping women specifically overcome their health issues in midlife. Okay, so she serves women in midlife. When she did her first event, she focused more on putting on an amazing experience. And when you think about the Get Giddy framework, and I talked about how does this thing affect the experience or how the clients experience you, right? She did that excellently. But what she didn't do is think about the financial impact and the ways that she could turn this into a more sustainable launch plan. After she did the event, spent a lot of time, energy, and money, and again, her clients loved it. They felt so happy with the experience. The problem is she was burnt out and she was like, I will never do this again because of the amount of cash outlay that I had to do. And I said, we need to dial back and really look at your strategy, because congratulations, you had a vision to do this event and you took actions, very bold actions to make it happen. But your full strategy was not thought out before you executed this vision. And so we looked at the areas in Giddy that they did not do. Again, one of those things was, how can you build an event where the offer or an offer is made at the event so that people will see, by continuing to work with your company to navigate midlife, is a way for you to actually not just neutralize your cost of the investment of the event, but also be able to monetize it in a way that creates revenue. Because in the strategy, that was something that was missing. Also in the strategy that was missing was a plan to be able to take all the cool elements and assets that they created in this event and do a better job of using that as marketing assets for future ideas. And so when you do a stratagem, and this is a very particular example about the vision for an event and then actually executing an event, but my point is, it doesn't matter if it's an event, it doesn't matter if it's the launch of a new product, it doesn't matter if you want to get a speaking gig, and you want to be seen as a speaker, as your personal brand, as the vision, and then your execution is like you go and you pitch 1,000,000 stages. It's like, what's the strategy in between that will allow you to pitch the right stages, that will allow you to gain the most traction, right? So a strategem's job is to help you prioritize your actions through the Get Giddy framework so that you make the right choices. So I know that this stratagem stuff can feel a little bit vague, okay? And the key that I want you to get out of this video is the components of Get Giddy. I want you to ask yourself, with every new idea that you have, I want you to ask yourself, am I considering these 5 areas when I'm assigning actions to the vision that I have? That alone will help you do a better job of answering why it's worth pursuing this big idea that you have. In fact, it's going to end up saving you so much money just by asking these questions and documenting them in literally a Google or a Word document. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just needs to be captured so that you can actually start taking the right actions that get you the meaningful outcomes that you actually want. So I invite you to open that Google Doc or that Word doc, put Stratagem on the top of it, maybe even watch one of the videos in this whole series about Unicorn Team where I talk about the brand cast, which helps you communicate your vision. The Stratagem helps you communicate your strategy. And in a future video, we're going to talk about how to communicate the right actions so that people who are helping you not only feel accomplishment energy, but also help you not pull your hair out because you spent so much time, energy, and money of your own to actually make this thing come true. If you found value in this content, please hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs and CEOs like you. But before you go, I invite you to take our Brand Archetype quiz, which is basically going to help you message your stratagem better to all of the people that you want to help understand it. That link is in the description below. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you get the right messaging and team support to build the wealth, power, and leadership you are meant to bring to the world. Until I see you next time.